Bienvenido a Que Pasa Polk. Soy Stephen Barnes. Soy el productor de este programa. Estoy reemplazando a Anita solo por este espectáculo mientras ella está tomando un descanso. Ahora, solo sé un poco de español y no es muy bueno, así que voy a cambiar al inglés ahora. So 2016 was a fun year for us here on Que Pasa Polk. We had a lot of great guests and very good conversations over the past year. And we got to head out and cover several events that were being held in your communities. Unfortunately, this being a 30-minute show and our time is limited, we're not able to show you everything that happens or what's going on. So what I thought we might do to kick off 2017 is show some features from other programs here on PGTV that have highlighted people, places, or events happening in the Hispanic communities across Polk County. You know, PGTV actually has a wide variety of programming available to watch on your television or on demand on YouTube. While we do cover a lot of our public meetings to keep you informed on what is happening in the county, we also have more than 18 different programs that will educate and entertain you. If sports is your thing, then you can watch our bi-weekly sports show called Sports Central. Or if you like to get to know your county commissioners or state legislators, we have programs like the Commissioner's Report and Know Your Legislators. Dateline Polk is a show that will give you a quick and easy review of the board meetings, much like the beginning of Que Pasa Polk. One of our longest running shows features information about nonprofit organizations and events they have all over Polk County. That show is called Polk Place. And if you're interested, if you're a veteran or you're interested in military and police topics, you can tune into today's Veteran or Crime Stoppers. If you'd like to know the places to visit, we have Encounter Polk, a show that features local tourist attractions, shopping, and eateries. And if you're interested in the arts and culture scene, a show called Out and About Art will fill you in, or The Writer's Den, where we sit down with local authors to let them tell their story. There's The Buzz for college students and Brain Food for children, Better with Age for our senior population. And we also have shows like Lunch and Learn with the History Museum and Heritage Trails that features historical topics and special interest pieces on Polk Unplugged and Polking Around with Hank Longo. If you're all about health topics, our program Picture of Health will keep you up to date on all the latest health info. So you can see here at PGTV, we really do have a little bit of something for everyone. Now, I'd like to share a segment that featured this past year on Out and About Art with some local Hispanic artists.
September was Hispanic Heritage Month, and Polk State College and Club Hispano de Lakeland teamed up to celebrate by opening exhibits by Hispanic artists in 3 different locations. These exhibits featured Hispanic artists from the Florida area, and with an exhibit on Polk State campuses in Lakeland, Winter Haven, and Lake Wales, there was a wide variety of beautiful art to see and plenty of culture to take in. Take a look at these highlights to see the art and learn more about those involved.
What we've decided to do was to partner with the Club Hispano in Lakeland to feature artists during Hispanic Heritage Month. And so at each one of our galleries we host, which is 3, Lakeland, Winter Haven, and here in Lake Wales, we've been hosting artists primarily from Cuba and their art during the month of September to October. It was really started under our Office of Foundation with Tracy Porter and some others, and our provost, Dr. Martha Santiago, as well as our president of Board of Trustees, Dr. Teresa Martinez, to partner with them and see how we can not only partner with them through their events that are held in Lakeland and Winter Haven, but also to show the art here at our galleries at Polk State College. The artists had the opportunity to enter a contest last year, and from that selection, or from those artists, we were able to select some pretty nice artists and some pretty good, really beautiful artwork, and ask them would they mind featuring their artwork in our gallery. And for one of the artists, it was their first solo exhibit, so we were excited to be able to showcase Alexis Martinez Puello, her artwork, and it be a solo art show for her. We have a very diverse faculty and student population, and it was really monumental for us to be able to just showcase the artwork of the Latin community.
It's truly been an honor to have been selected as one of the artists from Club Hispano de Lakeland and Polk State College. My roots are here in Polk County, and it was really nice to be able to come back and work together with the other women. I never really had the opportunity to express myself in a whole collection like this. Normally it's a few pieces here or there, or we have an opening, you can put your pieces out, but to have a collection with other women who are out there doing what they want, following their passion, following their honor and their Hispanic culture, it's really great to be able to do it with them. I really just needed a creative outlet. I was a biology and chemistry major in college, and it was just so meticulous that when college was over, I needed to do something with my time and to get all these feelings and expressions out of me. So just painting came along again. I've always done it my whole life, but I took a break for a while, and I'm happy that I went back to it. I feel very passionate that I was able to have the freedom to do it. I know that my family came from Cuba in search of freedom and the search for success over here in the United States, and I feel like if I would have done anything other than follow my passion in art, I would have done my family an injustice. Each piece has a little piece of me in them, and it's, I don't know, my identity almost, aside from being a wife and a mother. This is me, my art is me, and to have it on display, and you get a little nervous that you're going to get critiqued, and how are people going to perceive it, and what are they going to feel from it, and it was exciting.
I've been painting for 7 years. I was in marketing in my previous life, and 7 years ago I decided to start painting professionally. I do a lot of acrylic and oils, abstract, atmospheric, landscapes. When I first started painting, I started with geishas. I did a lot of geishas, and they were very popular, and the more I started, continue painting, I'm really into the landscapes, as you can see, and they're all abstract landscapes from Treasure Island, where I live, and Cuba, where I'm from. I'm Cuban American, so all that is part of my inspiration for this collection. This exhibit is from form to color, and it's all about the colors. It's abstracts, and it's a whole process of painting and covering, and until you reach the look that you want to achieve. I've been a part of the Club Hispano de Lakeland. I've been exhibiting my artwork for the last 3 years, so it's nice to be here again. It's an honor to be a part of you know, this movement and to share my art with all the students and hopefully to be an inspiration to them. I know for sure that I've been inspired by the other artists that have been exhibiting their artwork, and so I hope that I can bring that as well.
All right, well that was a treat, and it's always nice to see folks integrating their heritage with their art to create something new and beautiful. And you know, art isn't just created with a paintbrush or notes sung or dances performed. Sometimes art is created by adding ingredients and perfecting a culinary delight. On Encounter Polk, we take you up to Haines City to check out one of the locals' favorite places to dine.
Jessica, we have made it to our third stop.
We have.
We've been looking forward to this for a long time. It's time for lunch, and we're here at La Fiesta Mexicana restaurant in Haines City.
Yes, we are. We're going to talk to some of the owners today. And first up is Mariela. She's going to come over and just tell us a little bit about the menu. How are you doing today?
Good, good. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Hey, thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, we are an authentic Mexican restaurant. Everything is fresh, homemade, and you know, we're hoping you love it, and thank you for coming, like I said.
Okay,
I have to tell you, I have never had authentic Mexican, so I am very excited about this. What do you recommend that we, what are some of your favorite dishes too?
Let's see. Well, fajitas, fajita mix, I mean, traditional tacos, Mexican tacos. We do have a very large variety. Chimichangas, burritos, enchiladas, tacos. We want to get you out of the taco, you know.
I'm going to say another place, yes.
Traditional Mexican tacos, fresh made tortillas, fresh made everything.
Well, what do you recommend for our lunch today? I don't know what Jessica wants, but...
I want to say fajita mix. I want to say chimichanga, enchiladas. I want to give you a little bit of everything. Fiesta sampler. We make our own tamales here as well. Quesadilla.
Well, we are open for anything that you want to bring over.
If you insist and twist our arms.
I will do that.
Okay, well, we're going to enjoy these snacks, and I guess we'll see you in a few minutes.
Yes, yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. Oh, look here.
Fajitas.
Ooh, it's smoking.
Fajita mix. Fiesta sampler.
Delicious.
This was the Fiesta sampler that I was talking to you about.
Okay.
Fresh tamales.
Ooh, very
Here daily. This is a chimichanga ranchera.
Okay.
I just have a quick question. Where's Jessica's food? No, I'm just kidding.
She's not eating today. It's all for you.
Oh, wow.
And this is enchilada suizas. I gave you one of each because I do want you to try chicken, steak, and ground beef.
Wow.
You guys enjoy. I hope you love
thank
it.
you. We will. Thank you. I don't know if you're hungry, Jessica, but I'm going to eat.
Oh, yes, me too. And I am not going home hungry.
I don't think so. Not today.
All right.
All right, Jessica, you are actually married to an authentic Mexican.
I am.
So you be the official guide here with our authentic Mexican food.
Okay, so
What are we doing first?
you should try some fajita.
Okay.
So you're going to take a tortilla,
Okay.
and you're going to load it up with some of this yummy stuff on the plate, the rice and the beans and the lettuce and the guacamole and the salsa. And then you're
What are
going
you
to
gonna
add some meat and onions to it.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut into this I forget what it's called, tamale. And I'm going to try this tamale on my plate right here.
And like I was telling you earlier, I have never had authentic Mexican until... I know you're not supposed to talk with your mouth full, but I can't help it. This is really, really good.
Oh yeah.
This is good.
Well, what we're eating right here is actually the specials, and the typical person that comes will order one of these, and this is what this place is famous for. Here's the enchiladas, and there's 3 different types. All right, it's time for the chimichanga over here.
can't believe how good this was, Jessica.
I know, my goodness, I'm so stuffed.
And I think it's very important we point out that we did not eat all of this food by ourselves.
No, absolutely not.
We shared with our crew. They were very grateful because this food was so good. I mean,
yes.
The flavor, it was so, and I really like authentic Mexican.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is great stuff.
What did you like the best?
You know, I really enjoyed the fajitas. Love the sour cream on the fajitas with the tortillas. They have corn tortillas here that they make from scratch, so I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, I think they make everything from scratch.
Yeah, from the most part.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we ought to bring in the man that made all this food. He's
Let's
the chef.
hear from the chef.
Yeah, maybe we can get Cy to come in over here, and because everything was so good. And Cy, come on in here. Everything was very good.
Very good. I'm glad you guys liked it. Very good.
I hope I said this right. You guys make just everything from scratch?
Everything from scratch. Everything from scratch. We got the tamales. It's handmade. We make it here. The tortillas, the flour tortillas you had in there, the corn tortillas. Everything it's made here. The chips, the salsa. You know, it's a great recipe. It's my own creation. Yes.
Yeah, I was eating the shrimp, and there was something about, there was a taste there.
That's real. It's another mix that we have in there. It's really good. Everybody loves it.
Is it a secret here? Or?
Yeah. It is a secret. We have this guy. He makes jams. You know, jalapeno jams, all these different kinds. He brings me a bottle of jams and trades me for the system. He brings a little jar in there. Yeah.
That's smart. That's how you can get some.
Well, we got a chance to meet your wife, and we wanted to get a chance to meet you. And just kind of quickly tell us, I know you've been here about, what, 9 years?
We've been here, 9 years. We live here in Polk County, in Ponciana, Polk County side, and we always wanted to come, closer to home because we were driving 2 hours.
Wow.
One way, 2 hours back, too long. So when we found this place, it was dead here. We came in here, I came and buy some groceries at the Mexican store over there. And I came around, it just looked new, brand new, because they redid all the streets and all that after the hurricanes. And this place here collapsed. They rebuilt it. So they had another place here, but they closed. And then I was looking around, just driving around, and I saw this place closed down. So I came in there, and it was here for like 5 minutes, and then the owner, the landlord, comes out, and he's like, "You found this in the newspaper? We just added it yesterday."
Wow.
I was like, no, I just came. Yeah, it's like I just came, looking around, and we talked. I called her husband, and since then, the very next day, he's like, "Oh man," and he's like, "What kind of place you want to?" And so I told him a little bit about it, and we did it. And we've been here 9 years.
So 9 years. It's wonderful.
Yes.
You know what's interesting is, Cy, that this is authentic Mexican food, but you're authentic Mexican. You and your wife.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I was born and raised here. I came here when I was 16. So we came Chicago. She was 12 when she came. We didn't know each other. So after I was 19 when I met her. So but when I came here, I started working in restaurants. I started a dishwasher, and then prep, and then pizzas, and then all this other stuff. So when I was at the same place, I worked there 6 years. The same place as dishwasher, I became the sous chef. So I was there for that long, and then and I was always, every time we had a little party, I would do something Mexican, and we had a little table, and we were there. And then he's like, "Oh, we met Paul Luca, that's his name. He still has the same restaurant."
Okay.
He's like, "One day we'll have a restaurant." I said, "I'm gonna have a restaurant."
And now you have a restaurant.
He has more, but
That's all right.
But and that was the idea. So we came here after we got married. She was pregnant, and then we came here when I was in 97, 98, and since then, we've been here. Yeah, I was working somewhere else then, but we always had the idea of the restaurant. So.
Well, La Fiesta Mexicana restaurant. Quickly before we wrap out of time here, tell us the hours, and because people want to come here. When are you open?
We're open 11 to 9, and then Friday and Saturday 11 to 10 o'clock. And then we have mariachi bands sometime. Now once a month. So we'll put it up on the board whenever we get it. So, and then we're open for lunch and dinner. We don't close, so we open from 11 to 3 o'clock for lunch, and then we'll serve dinner after that.
Do you get to sleep somewhere in there? I hope.
Well, yeah, I'll go home whenever I can, yeah.
All right, well that looked delicious. And nothing brings people together like good food. Not only does PGTV produce and air TV shows to go over the airwaves, we also help support our communities through providing services to community centers and parks operated throughout the county. Those community centers provide valuable help to residents as well as offer programs and activities for people of all ages. We were happy to have the opportunity earlier this year to help the Eloise Resource Center put together a video to share about the center and their community. The Eloise Resource Center sits in the heart of the Eloise community and provides valuable services to its large Hispanic population.
And to have the parents feel a sense of accomplishment that, yeah, we're standing behind your kids and we can celebrate them. And that's how we do it every month. And I tell my staff that our goal is that when a child comes to our program that they are validated as a young person, that they are wanted, that they are gifted, and that they walk out of here feeling that, you know, I'm all that in a bag of chips because Prodigy said so.
My favorite thing would have to be the Resource Center here in Eloise on 7th Street, because and the Teen Center as well. It's in between 7th and 6th Street, because after school every day I would go here or there and I would volunteer my time, or we would do arts and crafts, and it's just a great way to help out teenagers and the youth as well in the neighborhood, because it's an underprivileged neighborhood. So the activities and extracurricular things we have going on is actually a great getaway from the real world.
The children didn't have anywhere to go to play except on the streets. And you know, when we were growing up, we could play anywhere and everywhere. But he worked with the school board and Polk County Parks and Rec, and they figured out a way that we could get the park. So now we're so happy that we've got that for the children.
Ever since the Hilton burnt down, probably like 2 or 3 years ago, there's not as much crackheads, not as many prostitutions, not as many people selling, not as many people breaking into homes.
They made the park for all the people, you know. They had birthdays. I don't know, one year they had like a 15th birthday there. So it's good, it's pretty good.
One thing that stood out to me was actually my first time ever DJing was right here at the Resource Center.
Oh, I've seen it change a lot because we're just always doing new things. There's always upcoming events happening. Like the neighborhood itself is starting to build up from what it was. For example, we have a convenience store down here right on the corner of Snively and 17. When I first came, it looked run down, but now over the years, looks like it's being well kept, well taken care of. A lot of new activities happening. Like they built the teen center for the teenagers in the community, and we got activities after school for the kids, like the EVAC program. Everything's just changing. It's good though, good change.
Well, I've seen a lot of things. Well, the Resource Center, and this was built for what it's being used for, what I think anyway. And I'm so happy it's being used for, you know, the children and the elderly, and there's just so many things going on, you know. And well, the park, the clinic, the Project Love, just on and on and on. You know, there is a lot of changes. The streets, we got new infrastructure, streets, water, sewer, and there's a lot of changes.
So I've lived here my entire life on the same street my entire life here in Eloise, and you know, things have changed in one way that people that used to live here in my early years all own their own homes. And it was family oriented. Now we have a lot of transient, you know, migrant population and people that rent homes here. A lot of homes now are rented, where that wasn't the way it was in the past. But in the last 10 years, with the street improvements and the infrastructure improvements, the resource center here, the park that was built. All those things have been enhancements for our community that's really made it a much better place to live, and for families to be able to do activities together when before there weren't any places other than the street, you know, that you could do, get out in the street and play ball and things like that. But you have all these other places now that are benefit to families, so it's much better.
It's not, I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be with people breaking in your houses and everything. I think a lot, the crime rate has come down.
Thank you for the light, the Enero is. Yeah, yeah.
My husband always said if we were here, we were Eloisians. If you left, even though you still had some Eloisian in your heart. And so that's how I feel. I really do believe it's the people. There's a lot of changes in the people, but you know, they are loving people. And like right now, I live, you know, by myself, and but my neighbors, I know my neighbors, and everybody looks after one another, and I appreciate that.
Well, I've always shown pride in my community by staying here, where most people, once they have an opportunity to get the education to leave, they leave the community. I've stayed here to try to be an inspiration to other people that you can, once you have the opportunity to leave, you can stay here and show how else are the younger population going to know that that they can have pride in their community. And I, do within the activities that I do with the center where I work and things like that. There's all kinds of ways to show pride just by trying to help others.
Like me and my son, we used to help people cut their yard because there was like old people that they can't do it. So me and my son used to go and help them cut their yard.
I would say the biggest strength are the relationship between the residents here. Because there's always someone who's gonna help someone, you know. Like, for example, there's everyone seems to know each other here in Eloise, which it's a good thing. Because say you're in a bind or something, they'll help you out. So relationships are pretty good here.
Since being here over a year, I have fell in love with the children. And in interacting with them, I have met some really great, their parents, some really great parents who just love their kids. And I'm really excited about not just doing art programming and life skill training with the children, but also now that we have part of DOE, we're able to do kind of wraparound services for the family. So being able to aid the families in regards to resources that they need, doing referrals for that I'm excited about, because not only now are we servicing the kids, but we're also now being able to service the whole families. So I'm excited about working with the families to do that, and that has been a joy.
We all look after each other, basically. We are like a big family.
I think everybody coming together with all the events and stuff.
I show pride by always saying where I'm from. I have no shame in that.
That they help one another. They help one another.
Well, I hope people keep pride in their surroundings as they are now. The roads, the streets look so much better. People have taken pride in trying to keep their places cleaned up, and that's the biggest thing, that when people come into our community, they notice right away is how much different the streets and all look. And I hope that people here will keep that same pride and keep trying to move forward into making our community a better place.
Well, that about wraps it up for this episode of Que Pasa Polk. But if you'd like to catch up on any of the previous shows or check out some of our other programs I mentioned before, you can head on over to our YouTube page at youtube.com/PolkCountyFL. Join us next show on January 19th when Anita returns back to the chair. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Que Pasa Polk.